The hills are alive with the sound of music.
Out in the country past the city limit sign where there's a honky-tonk near the county.
Hello, my name is David Emmerich, and I'll be playing the role of interviewer in our Symposium Number 3, Final Assignment. This project has been a cumulative effort between myself, Michelle Stoker, Mark Swanson, Brenda Cortez, and the Liz Bohannon. Please enjoy, and we do hope you have a good sense of humor. Well, it's so nice to meet both of you. Thank you for coming to today's interview.
Oh, yeah. Good, thanks.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for the invitation.
You're welcome. So, our school has recently adopted the work of Mr. Dan St. Romain and his 9 principles of school discipline. Could you please tell me your personal philosophy regarding school discipline?
Who's Dan Romain?
Dan St. Romain is an educational consultant who has come up with a game plan, or basically an intervention, as to how to teach positive behavior principles to our students in our schools and to help decrease the negative school behavior and therefore keep all our schools safer. I agree with Dan that times have changed, the family dynamics has changed, not all adults are modeling appropriate behavior. There's also a breakup of the family unit. Kids are being sent mixed messages. For example, grandma may say do your homework whenever you feel like it, whereas mom might say it needs to be done when you first get home. So all stakeholders, including parents, the child, teachers, school staff, and the community, need to be consistent with their expectations as well as the consequences for the child. School discipline needs to be more engaging, and positive behavior needs to be more appreciated with less focus on the negative behaviors.
Boy, you just think you're so smart, don't you?
Okay, next question. What can you, as a future administrator, do to counterbalance the effects of the negative messages that our culture teaches our students?
What kind of question is that?
I think you should be answering the question. But as far as I'm concerned, interventions are only powerful when they change the student's behavior. Therefore, we need to first model the appropriate behaviors ourselves, especially those that we want to see exhibited by the students. For example, if I don't want children running in the halls, I'm not going to be running in the halls. I would make sure I'm not only encouraging the students to be positive, but also the entire staff as well to create this positive work environment and to make our overall school extremely safe. I will be the example of the change I would like to see in the staff as a whole.
Okay, I have an answer.
Go for it.
Excuse me, can I say something?
Okay, well, both of you will be given a proper chance to respond to each other and to each question. Please continue.
Okay, my turn? My turn?
Yes, Mr. Swanson.
All right, what was the question?
Okay, why don't we go to the next question? We all know that good teaching requires the balance of both ritual and novelty. As an administrator, what strategies would you employ to ensure that your teachers are using these methods?
Again, I forgot the question. What was the question?
Students, as well as parents and teachers, need rituals to feel safe, comfortable, and have a sense of consistency and predictability in certain outcomes. These rituals create the habits like, for example, having parents sign in when they come to the school, therefore you know exactly who's on your school campus. I would also make sure teachers are well aware of these expectations and responsibilities. Novelty should also be added to help focus attention and increase engagement, like music during passing periods, infusing your own personal stories into your classes, allowing for multiple opportunities to work with partners and sharing.
Okay, my turn. Wait a minute.
Okay, well, while you're considering that, your response to that question, Mr. Swanson, I'll move on to the next question. Mr. St. Romain has postulated that model behaviors are in fact internalized. What will you do to a teacher or staff member who is unwilling to model the type of behavior that is necessary?
Oh, perhaps that person needs a good talking to. Yeah, that's it. A good talking to will do it. I'm sure you have something to add.
Actually, no, I don't.
That's a first.
I would strongly encourage that they would see the importance in becoming a part of the staff, working collectively together to be positive role models. After all, we want our school to be safe and all the rules to be followed. We must first put these practices and policies in place in order to have others follow them.
Well answered. Mr. St. Romain feels strongly that in times of stress, the thinking brain shuts down. How can you provide a relatively calm and stress-free work environment?
Perhaps yoga.
Yoga? I don't know about this yoga thing.
Okay. Next question. Mr. St. Romain also surmises that behavior is the result of ingrained patterns. So the question to both of you, naturally, is how do you go about altering those patterns of behavior?
Come on, Dave. Do I have to say it again? A good talking to is what's required. Don't keep asking the same questions.
One of the most important things we can do as educators is break bad habits. Once that has been accomplished, then we can retrain our students by providing opportunities to practice positive behaviors.
Very thoughtful indeed. What is your plan to create more parental involvement in their child's life?
Now there's a conundrum for the ages. Your turn.
Anyways, I strongly believe that parents should be given more positive feedback about their child's progress and successes in school. After all, if the first time they're hearing from us is when our child misbehaves, then why would the parents even want to work with us in the first place?
It's a brilliant point you bring up there, yes. How will you create relationships with both students and staff members at your assigned school?
Oh, that's easy, Dave. I tell them what to do because I'm the boss.
Remember, we want to work together. My role as an administrator is to get the teachers and staff what they need. I don't want to impede their progress. I want to help them move forward. I also want to be visible on the campus. I want them to see me walking around. If there's anything that happens, I want them to know I'm there to help keep the school and staff safe. It's about building these working relationships, being visible, so in case if there's any issues that arise, you can work together to solve them.
Once again, a very thoughtful response.
Thank you.
Next question. Mr. St. Romain believes fervently that developmental levels, not chronological age, is more responsible for influencing behavior. Saying things like, act your age, therefore, can be viewed as an inappropriate response to a child's misbehavior. So, as a future administrator in charge of changing the poor behavior, what would you instruct teachers to do and say instead?
Hey, Johnny, I love the way you're jumping on the desk. Perhaps you go out for the pole vault team. I'm starting to believe that I have no idea what you're talking about. So I'll just sit here and listen to the answer. You never know. I might learn something.
To begin, I appreciate your very thoughtful question.
Oh, you're welcome.
And I do agree with the saintly Mr. Romaine that telling a child to act his age is simply not appropriate. A much better response to an incident of maladjusted behavior is, could we talk about what's affecting your decision making today? Or is something or someone bothering you? Or can we discuss your feelings? These feelings that have led up to this behavior?
Now I get it. We need to talk about feelings.
Finally, thank goodness, we've come to the last question of the interview. I would like to ask both of you for your plans for school safety.
Well, first, we need to have a working school plan in place that has input from all stakeholders. There needs to be set policies and procedures in case of certain situations that may arise, such as an intruder on campus or a school fire. We need to have school-wide norms and have them practiced by all the students and staff so we know what is to be expected. I would also want to reach out to the community at large and include members of our PTO, our parent-teacher organization, as well as our school site council and ELAC committee, and get their input as well.
You know, Dave, I have to say she's good. If I were you, I wouldn't hire me.
Thank you, Mr. Swanson. But I have to say, after hearing your responses to both, to all these questions, well, Mr. Swanson, you are exactly the kind of man we need around here.
Thank you very much.
Welcome
Very
aboard. Good day, Miss Stoker.
Okay, let's clean up her desk and get out of here.